Scraplifting, the art of capturing somebody else's creativity and making it your own. That's the premise behind Scraplift Crafternoon, everybody. Hi, it's Kathy, and it's Sunday again. Can you believe it? Another week down, and today we're lifting this layout from Tisa Brown, and Tara and the crew have made a fantastic choice. I am doing a companion page today for my own album from the cruise, from an experience that I had when I was on Mystery Island, and I don't just want to tell you the story behind these photos. It's just fabulous. And as we move through this process, I took my phone into the surf, to the beach, yep, into the water, because the coral was just magic. And I wanted to show my daughter, who is a little bit afraid of the currents in the surf. And so she'd gone out scuba diving in the morning, and it was a little bit stronger because of the storm. And so she was a bit hesitant to come back in again. So I took my phone camera out and I took these photos looking down into the water where I was standing. Now, I was just going out to show her the coral. And while I was standing there, a man on the beach yelled out, "Hey, move your feet around." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure, righto." And he goes, "No, move your feet around, seriously." And sure enough, I moved my feet, mixed up the sand, and these fish all came swimming around my legs. It was fabulous. All these tropical fish came swimming and were bumping into my legs and swimming around me. It was just amazing to see. And luckily, my camera was able to capture some of the beauty that was there. I do wish I had my GoPro with me. I wished I'd brought it back across with me. That would have been amazing, but I'm very happy with this. Look at that fish there. Isn't it fabulous? You can see it so well. All right, so my photos are a little bit larger than Teesa's, and that's okay because I am happy with that. I like my photos to be big so that you can see, and also, that's what photos are for. They're meant to be full memories. And so I'm using 3.5 by 5, and I've trimmed them down to 3 by 3 by 4.5 or something. So I've just trimmed them down to suit better. What I've done now is also cut out this paper here, and I'm creating my own tickets. So using my hole punch, as you can see, I am punching along the edge. I'm doing 2 at a time so that I'm getting pretty similar in shape, so that they are like a ticket, and they're being punched. I'm going to put my photos onto the back here. Now, the papers I have are out of my stash. They're just mix and match. There's not from any one place. They're just all over the place, and the colors are all the colors from my photos. That's why they work. Now, I love this photo of the coral. It's beautiful, and there are specks in it where you see the blue from the coral shining through. As I said, I wished I'd had my GoPro with me. It would have been amazing, but next time. And I will have another next time at Mystery Island, because I absolutely love that island. It is like beautiful, heaven, heaven, heaven. And snorkeling up there is just amazing. So now that I've learnt the trick of moving feet around, you watch when I go to the beach and around rock pools and things like that. That's what I'm going to do from now on, and see what that marvel brings up for me. All right, so I'm just creating more of these, what do you call them, tickets, because we need them for that bottom half of the photo, and also to put the photos. Isn't he cute, that blackfish? Isn't he beautiful? I also had blue ones and yellow ones and green ones. They were just amazing. And who'd have thought just moving your feet in the sand was going to bring such treasure to see? And so this is a companion page for my layout, that like for my album, and I just love that I was able to capture that special moment. It was really, really spectacular. It was a real buzz, I can tell you that. It was a highlight of my cruise, this one that I've just gone through. All right, so I need some more tickets on here. I haven't got enough to fill in the spacing, so I'm just going to cut another one with this pattern paper. I love it. It's got shells all over it. It's got bubbles like the sea, starfish. Now, I love the back of this paper, which I have used for my frame, and I'm going to use it to also cut down and create a ticket, which I'm going to use as part of the bottom layer as well. So you can see how easy it is to create. Just grab those one hole punches that you have, that we use, and to make your tags with, and you can make your own tickets as well. It's as easy as this. It's not a hard skill, it's just patience, and I'm only eyeballing it. Like, I could have measured it, but I'm not. I just like the fact that I'm able to recreate what somebody else has already done, and that's what it looks like there, the edging there, and that's how they look when they're all done up. So you can see that it does the same thing. Now I'm using my black chalk for today. I'm edging with black chalk. So these were all the rage back in the early 2000s, and I still have a full collection of them. And I thought, well, I'm going to use the black chalk. It's going to give me that nice edge that I want here. And besides that, it was sitting on my desk and it said, yep, use me and use me. So I am. And I love that I can get a clean, straight, dark line with it, and also that huskiness that is like that you do when you're distressing. So I'm going to layer up my layout now. That pretty pink on the back is lovely too, but I really wanted to keep it down in the neutrals, like so the sandy colors, so that my photo really pops and they look special on this layout. I am doing one at a time, people, one edge at a time. That way I can make sure it's flat on that frame. It's really important. I'm learning that through the hard way of a couple of layouts where I thought I'd race ahead and just try and put it all down at once. Nope, go back to the old reliable and one edge at a time. Makes it so much easier. All right, now that I've done that, I'm going to tape up all of these tickets so that I'm ready to go and put them down onto the layout. I am doing it 3 because I want it to stick, and it is quite thick. Look at that coral, the blue there, the blacks, you know, the coral was just magic, and that's what I was trying to show my daughter. I wasn't even worried about the fish. The fish was the bonus of the day. I was trying to capture that coral to show her that it wasn't that hard to come out and have a look at. But she didn't come out, and that's okay. Yeah, the current does scare her a little bit. So, and she hasn't got that much body weight on her to fight the current. So I understand that. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to layer it up a little bit like T says. My photos, of course, being bigger, make that a little bit difficult, but that's all right. The main concept is there. I like that it's got a bit of a stagger happening, and I can still put in the half bits of tickets to get that you know, vertical, horizontal happening right across the layout. And the pattern with the sea creatures or sea aspects really contribute to the fact that this was actually in the ocean. Like, these are real. This was real life. I actually I'm still blown away by the fact that they were down and around my feet. They were actually touching my legs, these fish. It was a very very, very unreal experience, and I loved every minute of it. And I am ever so grateful to that other person who was on our cruise and had called out to me and told me what to do, because seriously, it was just an experience and a half. So I'm just layering up the end of these tickets. I love how these is all coming together. It just looks so it's like so cool, actually. It's a simple concept, but so cool. I like it. Now, I did go through my branding strips. Branding strips on the rise again, and I found 2 that were perfect for this layout. One's got a polka dot, scattered polka dots like the paper background. It's a Kaisercraft one, and one has a quote on it that says, "Some old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshine are hard to beat," and it's a Laura Ingalls Wilder quote, and that is so, so true. There is nothing that beats fresh air and sunshine. I love it, love it, love it. My happy place is the surf. My happy place is the water, and I just love, love, love Mystery. I cannot even tell you how much I love Mystery Island. If I could, I'd go there every single day. It's just brilliant. All right, so I am now going to build up here to my top right hand corner and start embellishing just as Tisa has on hers. I went through a whole lot of ephemera and bits and pieces that I have got cut out in little pockets all over the place, and pulled anything that could be possible, and I came up with this little bit of a design up in the top corner, where I'm using the leftover piece of that ticket to create that banner that you saw. And I'm also going to cut another banner using this swirly, like ripple in water paper, which I thought was very cool. And I'm just going to layer it up. And I'm not too, you know, like, I wasn't too sure exactly how. I try to keep it a little similar to hers, but it just wasn't going to work with my quote. So I have turned it around and layered it up a little bit different, and I do like that it sits nicely up in that top right hand corner, taking up a space and setting up a cluster effect. I'm going to trim down this top one here to the size that we need it, and then I'm going to layer it across the top of the layout, and this is going to be one focal point on there for your eye to wander around to, as well as the others on the page. Now, don't be afraid to go through your ephemera or your quotes or your bits and pieces or your stickers or your, all those little bits and pieces that we have thousands of lying around. Mix and match. Don't be afraid. Use the colors. As long as you use the colors and the colors complement each other, it'll work. Seriously, it will work. But if you use something that is glaringly out of place, then it is glaringly out of place. Keep the seam the same. Keep the colors the same, and you're pretty much right in getting it balanced. All right, I found this title in a thickers pack that I have, and it says magical moments, and how appropriate for that, because it was magical. It was really, really, like, I'm still enthralled by it. It's just so good. Every time I see these photos, I just get a little bit of buzz remembering how awesome that was that afternoon. The sun was about, it was pretty warm by that time, and it heated up quite a lot. The air moisture was bad due to the storm we'd had earlier in the day, but the water was glorious. It was not cold, I can tell you that. It was glorious. It would have been about maybe 32 degrees in the water. It was stunning, and it was crystal clear, and it was fantastic. So I ummed and ahed about putting that little fish behind the coral there, and I decided not to. I think it was just the wrong colour for the layout, and that was really important, because if I'd have had a really, really, really bigger amount of that bright blue that's in the coral, I may have put it in, but I haven't. There's how that title's come across the top, because I've added in this part here. I wanted something more than just that plain top there. It was just sitting a little bit glaringly blank for me, and me and white space, I just need something to fill that white space. So I'm using my peacock feathers here through this stencil, and this is just giving like bubbles effect onto it, like bubbles rising from the water, and I just think that looks really appropriate for the theme of the page as well. So I'm just putting it around that area, and I'm not making it all full, just a few. And look at that, isn't that cute? That does make a big difference, and it keeps the feel that the rest of the page is underwater and the bubbles are rising. I fussy cut out one of the shells off the leftover piece of the paper, and I put that up there next to that magical moments to set up a focal point, really drawing your eye up and round. And then I've got these thickers here. I think they're Vicky Bouton ones. They look like Vicky Bouton ones. And I'm just going to pop little hearts and dots around the layout, as you can see here, and it all will sit nicely. Okay, so I'm looking for the colors so that I can balance it across the layout, so that it'll have the same three colors in the different places that I'm placing. So I have a loopy heart and a solid heart, and then I want a dot as well, and I realize I'm able to use the reddish color because it's in that background paper as well. So that opens up a little bit for me, because I was getting a little bit wondering how I was going to pull the colors together. But then when I realized that I had the three reds which match the red in the paper, it made it that much easier to pull it together. So you can see that I've got those three little clusters happening. Oh, actually, I set up a third one now here, as you can see. So I'm going to put the open loopy heart, I'm going to put a tiny closed heart, and then I need a dot, and I've done the reverse here. So I've gone with the red heart and the teal dot, but that's okay. It's drawing your eye around to the three strategic places, setting up that visual triangle. And I'm not using Nuvo drops on this one. that is a bit of a change. I've also gone through this Happy Days collection here from Coco Vanilla, and I'm going to choose a word which I'm going to put down the bottom, just like Tisa had on her. She had a little bit of a word down on her bottom photo, so I'm going to add the word wonderful. She had hers running across the top of her photo. I've got mine going underneath my photo or along the bottom of my photo, and I've chosen wonderful because it really was. And that coral was just magic. So I'm pretty much happy with how this has turned out. This will be, as I said, a supplementary page in my own album of the cruise. I've got so many more from that day on the beach that, you know, like there will be lots and lots. So the journaling will be on other ones. And there you go. Look at that. It's just beautiful. I love how this has come together. This was a great scrap lift. I love being able to work with the crew on a Sunday. There are 10 of us if we're all playing, so go and check everybody out in the playlist down below, because seriously, you're going to see very, very different takes on this layout, and they are so amazing to go and check out and see what everybody does. I love how this turned out. This is a fabulous layout. I would not have thought this was going to come out so well. I was really struggling with what I was going to do, and then when I saw the papers, I just knew, and it came together so well. I love, love, love it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope I've earned a thumbs up from you. Don't forget to hype me if you're on a digital device. If you're new, I hope you consider subscribing. Here's my next video for you, and I'll see you real soon. Remember, Scraplift Crafternoon every Sunday.